This is the reality. The reality is if you're obese, it doesn't matter if you're happy or sad or depressed or this. It doesn't matter what your feelings are. It matters the physical ramifications. Like there's physical ramifications and there's also psychological ramifications. But we're getting the psychological and the physical confused. They are one. Yes, they're one. But at the same time, they're separate. Your physical is also going to have ramifications on your health regardless of how you feel. You can love being obese. Okay, it's not going to change the fact that you're going to have major issues. It's a fact. You're obese. It's not good. So it doesn't matter how you feel. It's just easier to change how you feel. It's just easier. How many of you are obese or lost weight? And you know, how many of you have been there? Either you're there or you've been there before. It's like, okay, it is what it is. You're overweight. You're obese. You're huge. Doesn't matter if you're in a good mood. Doesn't matter if you're happy. Like, I'm glad you're happy. I don't want people to be miserable, but it only goes so far. It's just easier to do. It's easier to feel different. It's easier to change the language. It's easier to try to encourage other people to believe what you believe rather than you change your habits. Habit building is hard. We talk about that in Brain Gains. Habit building is hard. You have to do two things. You have to break a habit, then you have to create a habit. And a lot of times you try to do too much and you bite off more than you can chew at one time. And then you're not able to stick to it. So you try to go too aggressive. You go from, hey, I'm eating too much fast food, and then you go raw vegan. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do you go from eating processed shit to raw vegan? You are going to feel like dog shit. Your stomach is going to be like, what the fuck? I can't even digest this. I don't even have the bacteria present to handle this. I mean, some people might feel great right away, but why wouldn't you? Of course you're going to feel great going from one extreme to the next because you're not eating processed shit anymore. And then, of course, those things hit a wall down the road, and then people leave that raw vegan stuff, or maybe they stick to it. You know, everyone's different. It's fine. But you know what I'm saying? You go to an extreme where you go carnivore, you're cutting out processed shit. Ideally, you're cutting out fake food. You're eating whole foods. You're going to feel better. You're going to lose extra weight. You're going to take care of some bloating. You might still have issues because just because it's real food doesn't mean it's all good for you. That's another thing that we talk about with the elimination diet. Just because you're eating whole foods and you're not eating fast food per se, some of those foods are not good for you still. They're not going to digest well. They're not going to work well for your body. So you have to look at this you have to be very analytical. You have to be more aware of what you're doing. And you have to be more aware, I think, of just what you're doing and what reason you're doing it. It's so easy just to do things because we think we should. It's so easy to do things because someone else says so, someone else that has results. That's why I stay away from really talking so much about this is what I eat. This is what I do. I talk about it inside Swolenormous. You see the recipe archive and stuff. We talk about what I eat, grass-fed beef and bone broth and collagen and broccoli, and I eat asparagus and vegetables and things like that. And I have pastured eggs. I like white rice, but I like sweet potatoes better. I drink coffee. I'm very simple. I get a lot of nutrients in. I get a lot of a well-rounded nutrition profile, but I'm always eating grass-fed products. I'm eating organic, and I'm drinking a lot of water, and I'm meditating, and I'm lifting, and I'm practicing yoga, and I'm trying to sleep as best I can. You know, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. We all have things that we need to improve on and things that are not necessarily ideal, but we do the best we can. And if you're consistent and you're doing better and the best you can more often than not, you're going to see progress. And if you're doing things that human beings should fucking be doing, and you're not falling into these idealized and these bullshit traps of language twisting, you're going to be much better off. And that's one of the benefits to Brain Gains, one of the benefits to individualizing and customizing your nutrition, your training, because if you are in control and if you learn this stuff yourself and if you apply this yourself, guess what? You're in control. I just said that. You are in control. That means no matter what anyone says, you know what's right for you. You are at the steering wheel. You're at the helm. You're the captain of your own ship. So it doesn't matter what comes out next year. You know there's going to be a nutrition fad coming out next year. You know there's going to be another fat burner. You fucking know there's going to be another thing next month. It's almost New Year's. Remember what I always say? Fuck your resolutions, beaches. Fuck your fucking resolutions. It's coming. Everyone's going to storm the gym in January and they're going to fall off in February. Why? Because they have no fucking idea what they're doing and they don't really fucking care. They think they want it. They say they want it. They don't want it. They really don't because they wouldn't quit. People that really want something don't stop. If you really want, oh, I'd like to have it. I'd like to lose weight. I'd like to build muscle. Oh, you would? Oh, you'd like to? Well, you're not going to because you don't really give a shit. You say you do, but you don't. It's evident in your lack of action. You don't really fucking care. That's the fact. That's the reality of the situation. People don't really care. The ones that don't make it happen or quit, they don't really want it. It's hard to swallow that sometimes. That's what she said. It's hard to swallow that fact. Oh, I guess I didn't really want it. Nope. Guess you really didn't. Okay. That's why examining your thoughts and being more aware and being more conscious of your inner workings in your brain help, because you kind of call yourself out in your own bullshit. It helps. It's really great to call yourself out. It's great to check yourself. Very important. Thanks for watching, fam. Make sure to subscribe to the Daily Swole podcast on YouTube so you can catch the live streams every single day.
We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up,